Hey guys, what's up? It's Teppo here. Today we're going to be answering your guys' questions and as well doing some unboxing because these are long overdue. We have a lot of work to do, so let's get into it. These boxes have literally just been piling up in the corner of my office because as much as I love doing unboxings, I just hate the aftermath and the cleaning process, so I've been procrastinating a little bit on this, so let's start unboxing. I thought at the same time while doing unboxing, I would answer your guys' questions because I had asked on Instagram, Q&A, answering you guys' questions because I love to connect with you guys. I think a lot of times with YouTube, it's a little bit too one-way, so I love to create these spaces where we can connect more. So, first question, great question from Jesse Beal Media. How did you get started? So, my brother and I, we were actually both studying in Bible college. So while we were in class, we'd be literally listening to the lecture and then we'd have one earbud in and we'd just be listening to tutorials like Andrew Kramer and all these old school OG guys. And over time, we started buying more and more gear and, sorry for the noise. Let's quickly, oh, these are so hard to unbox always. As time went on, we started buying more gear, and the more gear we got, we realized we probably should make some money out of this. So then we started shooting weddings, which was a pretty natural path to take because we had a lot of friends starting to get married. So I shot the photos, Maddie shot the video, or sometimes we both shoot videos. But that's where it all started. We started just fooling around with cameras. I got the 550D, my brother had the 60D. And then from there, it just took off. We went from shooting weddings to shooting small businesses, to then, for me, doing a lot more Instagram, traveling around the world, and then now we're in the world of YouTube. So it's been an interesting journey, but everyone's got to start somewhere. And I can tell you, when I first started, I was bad. If I go look at some of my old photos and videos, they're horrendous. So just to encourage you, if you're just starting out, everyone who starts out sucks, and over time, you hope that you just get better. What is in this little mystery box? There's all these like shredded cardboard things? Never seen this. Okay. In this box we have from GoPro the Max Lens mod, which I was asking for because I thought it'd be interesting to strap on my GoPro onto my Sony a7S III with the lens mod, meaning then I could move the camera around and the horizon's gonna stay the same to get kind of a POV shot. So interested to try this out and see how it'll work for POV shots. Thanks, GoPro. Appreciate that. All right, let's go for the big whammy. And question number 2 was from Bennett Good. YouTube in 2023, we're starting a channel or is there everything? I would say definitely we're starting in 2023. Just like there is a never-ending amount of new artists out there or new movies, we need new YouTube channels because we need fresh new content. And if you're really passionate about something or you want to entertain people, there's always a space for you. I always say either choose to be really educational or be a great entertainer, or if you are amazing, do both. I tend to lean more towards the educational. I don't think I'm that funny or entertaining, but some people can do both. So definitely, yeah, 2023, there's always moments to start new YouTube channels. It's never too late. The most important thing is you just start because so many people, they just talk about starting and they think about starting, but they just never start. Box number 2, let's see what's in here. This is from Polar Pro, and we got a whole bunch of goodies in here. We got the quartz line gold morphic, which gives us really cool gold anamorphic lines. Very interested in trying that. We have the Polar Pro blue morphic, so this is gonna give you those blue anamorphic lines. Very sweet, thank you so much. Oh man, there's so much in here. We got the shutter collection for GoPro Hero 11. Very important because I don't have any ND filters for my GoPro. Ooh, we got the Dive Master 3 pack. So this is a red tint that you can use when you're underwater filming because obviously the water's super blue and then your skin tones go really blue, but if you use this underwater red magenta pack, it's gonna make the skin tones look better. So that's really exciting. Next time I'm in Bali or something, I have to do some underwater. Then we got the Quartz Line Mist filter, very exciting. Oh, now we got the big whammies here. here we have the Polar Pro Recon Hybrid Variable ND Filter System. So here you can then put in the Mist, Blue Morphic Defender, all this into this. Oh, very excited to try this out. And last but not least, we have the Polar Pro Shoulder Rig, the Pivot Shoulder Rig. Oh, interesting. I haven't shot with a shoulder rig in a while, but I could see it being really exciting when you're doing that run and gun filmmaking, having a little nice shoulder rig. All right, big box is out of here. Which box should we go for next? Go for this guy. All right, question number 3. An item you bought that was unexpectedly more useful than you thought it would be. I would say my DJI Mini 3 Pro has been unexpectedly useful. And the reason why I say that is because I have so many of the drones. I have the DJI Mavic 3 Classic, I have the Air 2S, but still, even though I have these really high, heavy duty, high quality drones like them, I'm using the DJI Mini 3 Pro the most. And the reason for that is that because I can film both horizontal and vertical, which I find really helpful if you're a content creator, because not only do I want to have epic drone shots for my main YouTube videos, but as well, I want to get some nice vertical drone shots for Instagram. And there's nothing worse than taking an epic landscape drone shot and then having to crop just the middle part of it. So I've really liked the DJI Mini 3 Pro. It's really small, light, it's affordable, and the quality coming out of it is actually really good. If you've seen lately, I've been posting some really cool drone clips from this epic island I was staying out in Finland, in the archipelago, and that was all filmed with the DJI Mini 3 Pro, so highly recommend that drone. Oh, thank you, Rode. So we got the wireless Me wireless system set. Exciting, can't wait to try that. I've tried the wireless Go set number 1 or 2 was it? And now this is the wireless Me set. So thank you so much, Rode. Can't wait to try that out. All right, question number 4 from Nama Maze. How's life? Life is pretty good right now. I mean, it's summer, kind of. Yesterday was June 1st and it snowed here in Finland, so it should be summer, but it's not really summer right now. But I'm feeling good, you know, I'm really excited about being just home for the summer in Finland. We're not gonna travel too much this summer because summer is short here in Finland. So I'd rather be here in the summer, enjoy the 2 months that we have here of just being at the cottage, sauna, swimming and all of that. And then come October, November when it's dark and miserable here, I'd rather go abroad. All right, let's see what's in this package. This one was from Sony Nordic. Very exciting. Let's see what we got here. I think I know what it is, but let's see, let's unpackage it. Yes, this is the ZV1 Mark II, which is really exciting camera because I actually liked the ZV1, but the only problem with it was that the lens was just not wide enough for me for vlogging if you wanted to have stabilized footage. But now they've fixed that with a even wider lens, so I think with this one you can finally, you know, vlog and get that wide angle footage and as well have it stable. And it's so small, look. Just put it in my little chest pocket here, pull it out, and you can just do some vlogging. So we're gonna have to do a video on this very soon. Thank you, Sony, for sending that. It's not to keep, I know it's to borrow, but still, thank you. All right, Challenge It Off asks, would you advise to focus on one platform to post video, Instagram or YouTube? Personally, I love YouTube as a platform, so I'm posting all my long form content there. But when it comes to short form content, I think it's great just to post them on all 3. I would post them on YouTube Shorts, on Instagram Reels, and TikTok. And basically with one piece of content, you're able to grow 3 platforms. It doesn't hurt. Now, some pieces of content are gonna do better on certain platforms. I've noticed, for example, that a lot of my short form content does really well on Instagram because I'm more geared towards photo and video, and I feel like that's the audience on Instagram, at least my followers. But then on TikTok, it's just going into this random universe and it's not getting that much views. So it doesn't hurt to try to grow all 3 of them, but just recognize that they might not perform the same on every single platform. Okay, this is a really random package. It's just like one big black licorice or something like that. Very suiting for the Scandinavians because we have a lot of black licorice candies. Okay, I think I'm just gonna have to like manhandle this bag. Okay, what's in the mystery duffel bag we got here? Ah, yes. we have the sexiest looking camera on the market right now, the matte black Lumix S5 IIX. This is really exciting. I'm gonna be doing a video about this camera soon. Did they send me any lenses? Let's see what they sent me. We got a 24mm, the 18mm. We have the 50mm. What f-stop is this? 1 point as well. Very nice small lenses. I think that will do for the project I want to do with this bad boy. So thank you, Lumix, for sending me this package. All right, got a few more packages. We got these little small guys, but let's go for the big one because that's always more exciting. Next question, how to get started as a freelance content creator? That's from Reggie. I think if you want to start as a freelance content creator, the first thing is just to start shooting a whole bunch of content and start posting and get your name out there. And there's a few routes that you can go there, you know? Once you have that portfolio of content, some things you can do is, you know, you could create a spec ad. So you could create essentially a fake commercial for whatever brand or company you're hoping to work for to show them what you're capable of. And then once you've done that, you can pitch to them saying, hey, let's work together. This is what I've created before, and I'd love to create this for you guys. Another way is just to start aligning yourself with the brands. So start posting with that company's brand or service on social media, tagging them, catching their attention, and eventually reach out to them. And most likely they've seen that you're already aligned with their brand and they're willing to work with you because they see that you're actually interested in their product and services and they're gonna help you with that. The last route is just to do some shoots for free. I often find if you do one shoot for free, all of a sudden it's gonna lead to more work. Now, the only danger with this is that you don't wanna get stuck in the world of doing things for free or for cheap. So at some point, you gotta just know your worth and your value and say, hey, let's do one project, let's build a relationship, but the price will be this afterwards, but I want to be able to see that I can create something amazing for you and I will, you know, deliver on what I promise. So that's a good way to begin as a freelance content creator. A lot of times it's just hustling, reaching out, working hard, and eventually the doors will open. And also remember that every single project or job you do is reference or promotion for your future projects. A lot of times with weddings, I remember always, not only did I want to create a great wedding video, but as well, I wanted just to come off as a really great person, you know, be really friendly and nice at the weddings, because most likely those friends at the weddings were gonna hire me then for their weddings. So not only is it important to create great content, but you gotta make them smile. That's the saying I often use. Oh, look at this. Got my summer bucket hat from Nanlite. Thank you very much. All right. We got the Swift Variable ND Mist Kit from Nisi. That's gonna be interesting to test out. I feel like I have a lot of variable ND. I'd probably do a whole video on just testing them all out and seeing what the difference is. Ah, yes. This is something I've been waiting for. This is an interesting lens. This is a very interesting lens. This is, oh, it's a big boy. I'm not surprised. But actually not that big considering what it is. This is the Tamron 35 to 150 focal length, and the f-stop is 2 to 2.8, which is pretty crazy. So I'm assuming at 35 millimeters, it's gonna be an f2.0, and then at 150, it's gonna go 2.8. But the fact that you have like such a crazy focal length range, I feel like this is like the ultimate B-roll lens to be able to go from 35 all the way to 150. Yeah, this is an insane lens. This lens then with a nice wide angle lens has all the bases covered. So can't wait to test out this Tamron lens. As well, I have a little project or idea in mind for this lens. Fitting question, Sujan Su, I can't pronounce your Instagram handle, says, I have a 24-70 lens. I shoot both photos and videos and I'm looking to buy a second lens. Well, since you have 24-70, I would highly recommend getting a wide angle lens. So whether that be 16-35, or maybe you got the Tamron 17-28, it's a little bit more affordable, but then you've got, you know, your wide angle covered bases, and then you have a zoom lens like the 24-70. That will help you out. Another question from Jesse Beal Media, do you charge for every piece of work you produce? Not always, you know, sometimes I create content for someone else, for another brand or company, knowing that it's building a relationship with them and there's gonna be long-term benefits from building that relationship. But other times, of course, I'm gonna charge because you gotta make money from your craft and pay the bills. So sometimes I charge, and then sometimes I don't, depending on the situation. But most of the time, I would say that I charge for my work. Next question, it's Danny Bly. Danny, you're the man. If you could change one thing in your career as a creator, what would it be? If I could change one thing about being a YouTube content creator, instead of having all my close friends in this YouTube niche world, being all around the world, I would love them to be them all here in my hometown. So that's what I would do. I would just transport all my friends like Peter Lindgren and Arnifer, my brother, and all these good people around the world. And I would bring them all to Finland because it'd be so fun to have everyone in one place. This is a cute little tripod. This would be handy for, you know, some small camera setup. It's got little legs, little setup. This was from Alonzi. Thanks, Alonzi. Maybe Lennox, my son, can use this one day and vlog with the GoPro or something. All right, next question. What's your top advice for a soon-to-become dad? Oh, that's good. I don't know if I'm qualified yet to be giving advice since I've only been a dad for 10 months. But I would say a great advice that I got from other dads was that once your son or daughter is born, take a month off. You know, just take a long holiday, even just take off unpaid vacation, because that's just priceless time with your baby and also to be able to support your wife. So I would say take time off when your son or daughter is born to really just be present and enjoy that season. And then just enjoy the ride. Okay, this is from Falcam. This is nice. This is a little, like a little arm that you can use. You can attach this to your hot shoe, and then you can put, you know, a GoPro here or something else, and you can attach something to your camera. Cool, I like that. Next question from Daredevil Josh. Is it possible to just use an iPhone 14 Pro to start a YouTube channel? It definitely is. You might have seen my recent video where I hung out with Isaiah Photo on a random island in the middle of Finland. And it was interesting to see that a YouTube channel with close to 10 million subscribers, probably 50% of the time, they're just filming with their iPhones. And I understood the idea behind it. You know, if you are like an entertainment YouTube channel or pretty much any kind of YouTube channel outside of this photo video niche, I feel like filming with an iPhone is just so easy because it's always with you. You're not gonna miss a moment. But as well, it kind of makes it more relatable. I feel like if it's not like crazy produced, it makes it a little bit more genuine, authentic. So I definitely think you can use an iPhone 14 Pro. I think something that will help you is use the ultra wide lens. That makes it feel like it's like a normal vlogging camera. So use the ultra wide lens and then maybe figure out a way to get a little bit better audio with the iPhone 14 Pro. I'm not sure, sometimes it looks really good. This is from Freewell, the Mini 3 Pro UV filters. Okay, thank you so much, Freewell. All right, next question from Joel, the photographer. How do you come up with content ideas and keep it organized? So whenever I'm just anywhere, if I have an idea popping in my mind, I immediately write it into my phone. And I like to come up with ideas based on themes or categories. So for this YouTube channel, I have, you know, gear reviews, tutorials, encouragement ideas, or, you know, kind of vlogs. Scandinavia, Finland, I want to show off my lifestyle here. And then based on these different themes, I'm coming up with different ideas. And I think it helps to have these different themes because then I can just lock in different ideas under each theme. And I write them all down in my phone so that I can just pull them up whenever in the future. So pretty like basic way of organizing, but that's just how I do it. Oh, okay, thank you so much, Falcom. This is as well a cage. Gotta set up some sort of cool looking rig to make my A7S III setup look legit. All right, that's the unboxing, but there's still more questions. So let's zoom in. All right, next question. Daniel, regular photography. How much do you earn as a content creator? Well, I would say my first year as a YouTube content creator, I ended up making with my business 3 times more than I ever did as a wedding videographer. So I definitely broke the 100K mark. Does that mean that I personally make that much income? No, because to run a business in Scandinavia costs a lot. But I would say that as a content creator, you can definitely make a salary from it and pay the bills. And it's something enjoyable. So I think it's a win-win. I get paid to do something that I really enjoy. So highly recommend being a content creator if you really enjoy creating content and as well you want to be an entrepreneur. Buzzflow asked, what would you do differently if you were starting a channel from scratch? Well, I would say that if I was to start a new channel, I would automatically go all in. For my channel, this channel, for the first probably 2-3 years, I always did it kind of on the side. And it was really hard to, focus and create great content when you're doing it on the side. The moment I decided to go full-time as a YouTube content creator, all of a sudden I could put all my energy and thoughts into what kind of content I want to make, into making the content. I feel like the quality of this YouTube channel immediately just went so much higher. So I would definitely recommend, if you do have the opportunity to go all in, then to go all in. Of course, it's different if you're like, a dad or a mom already and you've got people, depending on you financially. You might not be able to just go all in because that just wouldn't be wise. You're gonna have to do the slow burn route. But if you're like in your early 20s, you don't have anyone depending on you financially, and you have some savings where you could just like go for it, where you spend 6 months to a year not making a lot of money because you have savings to live off of, and you just hustle hard, you will just speed up the growth of your channel so much. So that's probably something I would have done differently. Andreas Cepas, congratulations on becoming a doctor, man. I saw that. Why don't you run a bigger monitor at your studio? Well, I did buy an external monitor and then I had problems with it, so I had to return it. And I've been drooling over the Apple Studio display, but I just haven't bit the bullet and bought it. But I don't know, for the longest time I've just been used to editing off a laptop, probably because I've been traveling and going all around the world. So I just got used to just having this screen. I do just fine. I'm not the best color grading person, so maybe that's why I haven't noticed a difference. Next question, Attila asked, a video with the pirate himself. I'm assuming you're talking about Peter. You never know, maybe next time I'm in Canada, Peter and I will make a video. You don't know. And last question, Carlos Miguel Goncalves. Carlos Miguel Goncalves, hard to say their name. Relate mental health with being a YouTube creator. I would definitely say being a YouTube content creator sometimes can feel like a roller coaster, especially when it comes to like views, for example. 1 week you get a 1 out of 10, which is this rating YouTube gives your videos, and the next week videos you get 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. So if you allow your emotions to be connected to your views or your success, it can be a real emotional roller coaster. But otherwise, I would say that I have a really healthy, weekly routine. I usually come to the office, 8 to 3, 8 to 4, maybe do a 6 to 8 hour day. I have a lot of flexibility in my work, and I'm able to focus and spend a lot of time with my family. Whereas before, as a wedding photographer, I was pretty much gone every single weekend, Friday, Sunday, and it just wouldn't work being a family man and as well traveling the world shooting weddings. So I'm really thankful for YouTube, where most of the time I can do my work here from the studio or around here, and then once in a while I go out and do a trip for a few days and get a whole bunch of content that I can then post for the next few weeks. So I would say that I have a pretty healthy relationship to YouTube. Now, for other people, I'm sure it's not as healthy. Sometimes when I hear about different people in this YouTube space, I feel like they just work so much and are always creating content. And I think a lot of that comes down to where in the world you live, living expenses. So like if you're from LA or New York, of course, there's a lot more pressure to live this kind of high life because everyone else is probably living it. So you have a lot more bills, which means you gotta make a lot more content to pay the bills. So it can get into a really vicious circle of just always working. Whereas I live here in Finland, the living costs are quite low, so I don't need to work crazy much. I'm doing just fine with YouTube. So those are my thoughts about YouTube. But yeah, those are the questions for today's Q&A. Great questions, guys. Appreciate you sending those in, and I love connecting with you guys. I really appreciate all of you guys who are part of this community, because without you guys watching and being a part of this community, there would be nothing. So thank you to all of the 90,000 amazing people around the world, and hopefully soon we'll hit the 100K mark. We're not too far anymore.